Hi, my name is Jose Rosemena. I'm the Capstone 2 lead for Snackability, and today I'll be showing you how to install the app locally on your machine. So your requirements for this app are going to be Git, uh, Node.js, VS Code, or any text editor or IDE of your preference. VS Code is the one that we prefer to use during the project. And lastly, GitHub Desktop. So the first thing you're going to have to do is install Git. You're going to click on this link. It'll open up Git for you, and you're going to click download for your operating system, whatever you may be on. Next, you're going to install Node.js. You're going to control click on this link. You're going to go to Node.js, and you're going to want to download uh, the LTS version. And next, you're going to go install your code editor. Again, control click on the link. It'll bring you to the Visual Studio Code website, and you're going to want to download the version for your operating system. I'm on Windows, that's what I have. And lastly, you're going to want to install GitHub Desktop. GitHub Desktop. Once again, click on the link, control click on the link. It'll bring you to this download GitHub Desktop for your operating system. Okay, so I put this warning here, or this advisory here. This is going to pertain to how you're going to work with GitHub. So you'll see in a moment what all this means, but basically, you never want to work off the master branch directly. This is the branch that's in production that's being used by actual people. Um, what you're going to want to do once you have the project installed is you want to make a Spring 2022 branch, or for the people coming after us, it will be a Summer 2022 or Fall 2022. And you're going to want to make this branch off of the master branch, so that when you're working on Snackability, you're not messing up the master branch, the production branch, so you can work while the app is live. Now, when you divide up work for your team, you're going to want to make individual branches based off of Spring 2022. So you're going to want to make, for example, I had a branch and I named it, I didn't name it Jose Spring 2022, but as an example, you can name it Jose Spring 2022, so you can know which branch is yours and which branch you can work on. So every time you finish a sprint, you'll merge all of the branches back into Spring 2022, and then you'll merge Spring 2022 into the master branch. Okay, now we can actually start getting the snackability code on our local machine. So we'll start with cloning the front end. You can either use the GitHub desktop app or the terminal to clone the projects, but to make things simple, we're going to use GitHub desktop. So the first thing you want to do is sign in or sign up for GitHub using GitHub desktop. So now what you're going to want to do is sign in or sign up using GitHub desktop. So when you open that on your computer, it'll look not exactly like this because I'm already signed in, but so just so we can see, we'll go to File here, Options, and I'll sign out. So what you're going to want to do is File, Options, it'll bring you here, Sign in, continue with the browser. It should bring you here. So it'll ask you if you want to authorize. I believe it did that because I'm already signed in on my browser, but if you're not, you're just gonna put it in your GitHub information, and then it'll ask you to authorize. So you're gonna open GitHub Desktop, and then you'll be back here, you'll be signed in. Okay, so now that you're signed in, what you're gonna want to be doing is actually getting the front end code. You'll see I have it here, but we're going to demonstrate that right now. So let's close this window. You're going to scroll down a little bit down the installation guide, and you're going to see this link to the actual code for the front end. Control click, and then we're going to go to the green code button. Click on that. Open with this GitHub desktop. Open once again, and then now you should be seeing something like this where you'll be in the repo. So when you actually get this downloaded, I'm currently in my personal branch, but the first time you download it, it should be set to the master branch. Um, this is what I was talking about earlier. You never work directly from the master branch. What you're going to be doing is making your personal branches. So, for example, this is mine. This is some of the other teams, and then you're also going to be making like a semester branch, right? So this is the one for Capstone 2 this semester, Spring 2022. Um, Basically, you'll be using your personal branch, merging that into Spring 2022 branch, and then finally, you'll be merging Spring 2022 into the master branch. So, in order to make your own personal branches, what you're going to be doing is, for example, if you're summer 2022, at the time that you would be making a brand new branch, you're going to make the branch based off of spring 2022 because that will be the most up-to-date branch. Um, so what you'll do is you'll click on branch, new branch, and then you would name it something. So for example, I'm gonna write next semester branch example, and then you would base create the branch based on the most recent repository. Note that you'll create branch. It's gonna make a branch. Note that when you do this, you have to be in the branch that you want to make it off of. So when I made that example branch, I was in the Spring 2022 branch because I had to branch it off of Spring 2022. Okay, so once you have like made your branch that you want to work off of, what you're gonna do is, I'll use my personal branch as an example. You're gonna go to repository, open in Visual Studio Code, and that should open up in a second. And you'll have something like this. Give it a moment. Okay. Um, so at this point, you'll have your app open in you'll have your code open in Visual Studio Code. So at this point, you have to actually install the app onto your machine. And what you're going to be doing for that is you're going to input the command in the terminal. Make sure that you're in the terminal. If you don't have this open, you can just go to terminal, new terminal. And you're going to write this command, npm install. Now I already did this and it takes a while, so I'm going to not show that for demonstration purposes. And then so after you npm install, it'll get all the dependencies and everything it needs to run. After you do that, you're going to do npm start and input that command, and you'll see that the front end code will start loading up. This might take just a little bit of time. My computer is very slow today, I guess. But eventually it will bring up the front end. Alrighty. So it's loading up now in my local host. Once again, it's taking a bit of time. Okay, and you'll arrive at this page eventually. Right now, the backend is not up and running, so some of these things won't work. For example, the product, the snack page, it won't work quite yet. So we have to get the backend code to do that, and I'll show that now. Okay, so we're back on the installation guide here, and the Snackability backend code is actually a private repository, so you will actually have to be granted access to download it. Now, how does one do this? Well, what you can do is sign into GitHub with the Snackability app at gmail.com account. So we're gonna do that. We'll go to GitHub. I've already opened it. We'll sign in, and this is my personal account, but we'll be using the Snackability account for this. Snackability. And then the password will be available to you in the documents when you receive the capstone project. Whoops. Alright, sorry, let's try that again. So eventually you will be able to sign in, and you'll be inside of the Snackability GitHub. And from here you can just go back to installation guide, click on this, and what you'll have to do is go to settings, and then you will have to, and then at this point you will go to collaborators, and here with manage access you will add people, and you will add people by their emails for their GitHub account so that they can have access to the Snackability backend. So once you give everybody access, they'll receive an email, and they need to just confirm, and they'll have access. So now you'll sign out of the Snackability, and we'll sign back into your personal account that you're using to install Snackability. So I'll sign into mine. I will go back to the installation guide now, control click on the back end, and then this process is now similar to the front end. We'll go to code, open with GitHub Desktop, open GitHub Desktop. That'll bring you to this page. So you'll see that we're in the backend repo now. Remember that when you download this, it would be in the current branch will be master. Make sure you create your own branches to work on. I'll be using my personal branch for the example. Once again, we go to repository, open in Visual Studio Code. Give that a second to boot up. And now the process is similar to the front end. Okay, so similar to the front end, the first thing you're going to write in is npm install. I already have this installed on my computer, so I won't be showing that. But next is something important. If you are on Windows, you will have to input the following commands. I'm going to show you on the installation guide. So you're going to scroll down. You have to input two commands that I think are right here. So you're gonna have to input npm install win node env, and then after you're gonna click enter, and then you're gonna do this one, npm install -g nodemon. I've already done that before, so I won't be showing that. Now you're gonna go back to your app, and then after you put in those three commands, install plus the two ones for Windows, you're gonna do npm start, and this should get the backend going. So you'll see, all this stuff is happening. Server is running on port 4000. That means it should be good to go. And now we'll go back to the actual web app, and we'll see that Snacks should be loading at this time. Yep, so you'll see that means that we're connected to the backend because we're actually pulling data. So as far as installation goes, now you should be up and running and ready to start actually coding your project. If you have any questions, just refer back to this video. If necessary, you can reach out to me, Jose Rosamena, or Dr. Cristina Palacios at FIU. Thanks and good luck with the semester.